Welcome once again to some 0K action. It's going to be 1 versus 1 on the on the Moon Q10X map, not on the Mu map, but anyway, on the Moon map. And yeah, got myself Lightman, if I remember correctly, on the bottom left. We'll just skip the pre-game chatter. Yeah, myself, Lightman on the bottom left, playing as Cloakies, and my opponent, Nimor, on the top right, with slightly higher elo, playing as the Cloakies as well. So yeah, going to be a Cloaky mirror matchup, not too surprising on this particular map. So interesting thing to note is we got the GFL power plants in a couple of these tiny craters. And yeah, within the craters in general, we've got slightly higher mixes as well compared to the mixes that are outside of the craters. So of course this middle crater in particular is going to be pretty important to seize. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, clearly this is a hover map indeed. Would be interesting to see how hovers would work on this map. Probably not too well, I'd imagine. But in any case, here we're both going for Cloakies. So yeah, shield bots, Cloakies. And I suppose jump jets would work just fine on this map as well. But in any case, yeah, Nimor just going with straight off glaives, and as myself going with yeah, straight off glaives as well. So nothing too surprising there. Quick radar tower as well. Bit of a radar shadow there thanks to the freaking crater. Maybe not the best placement for it, but oh well, what the hell. And yeah, just got this guy jumping around to build up in the next spot as well, and yeah, so we've got a bit of a we've got a bit of a bug here actually. This guy should not be playing the movement animation while he's stationary. Doesn't exactly make much sense for him to do that. In any case, we do have 2 glaives to Nimor versus one of my glaives trying to raid versus 3 though. I believe Nimor should be outclassed there. We'll see what my glaive will do here though. Have to be very careful. Nimor is commander, support com, level 1, light particle beam, and nanolave. I do manage to get 1 glaive in, and he is good. He's actually being microed a bit, so managing to take out 1 mech, not too shabby. And good, actually getting him out of the way there. Might be able to take out 1 more mech, and possibly the Conjurer as well. Conjurer is going to flee, and Cloak as well, so I'm not really sure if my glaive saw that, or if he saw that if I actually noticed, but no, he's moving away, so yeah, a bit of a shame not being able to take out the Conjurer as well, but still delaying Nimor's expansion, and I do have the initial economic advantage, managing to scare away his other glaives as well. My glaive here probably will get killed off though, although no, he's wow, he's actually managing to take out yet another glaive before dying himself, so very, very cost-effective glaive as well, actually. A holiday house on the moon, eh? Might be a little bit desolate, at least until we get a bigger colony happening there, but yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon, since basically everyone seems to be focusing on well, basically on nothing really of any particular importance when you think about it. We got fancy weaponry and all that to kill each other with, huzzah. But not too much when it comes to any real space programs from any country. I mean, even the Americans with their NASA, they don't really have too much of a budget there, especially compared to their military budgets, but what can you do? In any case, I do have a glaive coming in from Nimor as well, trying to harass me out a little bit. He is actually going to get past my commander. I don't believe it. That was complete stuff up on my behalf. I should have been able to stop that, but nope, and that glaive is actually staying alive. In fact, he's actually getting out of there because of my commander deciding to yeah, to rebuild that. Thankfully, there's other glaives coming in, and wow, that is a heroic grenade by Nimor, actually taking out another glaive as well, so definitely managing to box me in basically, and yeah, things are starting to swing to Nimor's favour. In fact, yeah, he's actually managing to get the middle as well, just barely though. A couple of my glaives coming in, almost taking out the Conjurer though, not by enough though. This Lotus actually managing to make a cost as well, so. Huh. Okay. Interesting. In any case, well, I'm still not out of the game just yet. In fact, I have a very slight economic lead now. It's just going to seesaw back and forth, really. We'll see what happens. Well, actually, no, even the army advantage is very slight in my favour, but it's not really going to be enough to really decide the game by that much at this stage. So we'll see what happens, though. I probably should have built a couple of defenders, at least one to help defend the radar tower and this as well, gain a bit of a range advantage from the height there. And of course, yeah, as you can guess, no one is building wind gens because there is no wind on this map. I'm presuming that there's no wind anyway. Just get this guy to Okay, that's interesting. Apparently there is still wind. 0 to 2.5 at ground level. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but apparently that's the case. Oh, okay, actually using the heater commander as well, actually, so he would have the heat ray auto repair system, morphing him up as well. I would disagree, of course, looking back on this, I would disagree with that, actually. Hindsight's 20/20 though, as they say. And I probably should have got a longer range commander, actually, just given this rather desolate terrain, but oh well. A couple of glaives of my own coming in, but yeah, Namor, of course, is going to spot that out with his radar tower. He's not actually diverting any of his glaives, though, from what I can tell. And funny enough, my glaives are actually going to end up running into his stream of reinforcements there. Well, the defender's going to take care of a few of them, and yeah, not going to be able to do too much damage, unfortunately. Now, well, sucks, what can you do? And here we go, yeah, these guys coming in as well, actually destroying the radar tower. Lotus actually is doing a good job against them, but yeah, a couple of defenders here just to help defend would have been perfect. I do manage to clean up his glaives at the very least. Not before he takes out a Conjurer as well. My god, man. He is doing a great job raiding me out, and he does have the economic advantage and a very slight army advantage as well. I've actually got a Zeus for some reason. Actually, I believe my thinking was that I was going to send him up against the defenses of Namor here. I think that's what the point of the Zeus was. I should have gone just for a warrior instead, because this Zeus is just going to be completely overwhelmed and destroyed. I mean, he's a nice little strong point, nice little assault bot, but he actually got stuck as well on the rock bizarrely enough. He actually did manage to survive eventually, but yeah, he's not going to be able to walk into the defenses now, that's for sure. Going to need to freaking repair him, so I don't know if I don't think it was a great idea to get him. He actually did make costs though, according to that little thing above him though, and yeah, Namor definitely does seem good. He's actually doing a great job keeping me boxed in, keeping the economic advantage. He's got a couple of glaives coming in as well to be a pain in the ass. I'm going to be building up a couple of defenders, thankfully, and he's going to get torn to shreds. There we go, thankfully, about destroying my own Conjurer. Defender to defend, nothing too unexpected there. I'm at least attacking from a nice little uphill advantage, so definitely destroying quite a few of his glaives, and he's actually throwing quite a few of them away now that I think of it, giving up whatever army advantage he might have had, and also leaving quite a bit of wreckage as well for me to collect. At the same time though, he does have the economic advantage. He could be expanding towards the northwest actually, or even the southeast actually, but he's not. Instead he's just consolidating his position, just looking to get a bit of power it seems. He actually was, he's actually almost accessing a medal in fact. In fact, he actually needs to be diverting a bit more metal to something so that he can actually keep advantage, well, so he can actually take advantage of his metal advantage basically. And as for myself, I'm not going to have to worry about power, even though I didn't really have to worry about it in the first place. A little bit excessive going with the geothermal that early on. In fact, actually Namor should have gone with the geothermal rather than myself. But there you go, he's just going to be building a single Lotus to help defend that. Hopefully it's going to be enough. Still going to be a very juicy target though, to say the least. And actually, never mind, actually I'm doing a bit of a counter-harassment with Bone Glaives, taking out another mix. And yeah, they're going to get boxed in a bit though, rather unfortunate. Well, never mind, I don't know where Namor's sending his stuff though. These guys actually will be able to do a bit of damage. In fact, height advantage and retreating as well. So, wow, we're getting heroic glaives all over it seems. And yeah, warriors are a bit slow, but once things get to a bit of a later game stage, they would be pretty effective. You just have to well, actually no, the map is pretty open though. In fact, it's basically every part of it is basically pathable though. Actually, so it's not like as if you can really have choke points for your warriors to really shine either. Actually, so yeah, expansion though. Actually, yeah, that would be perfect for that. Now that I think of it. We'll see what happens though. At the moment I'm not really expanding too much, just reclaiming, and why not actually. In fact, it's giving me economic parity at the very least. Like it was giving me economic parity with Namor basically barely keeping me in the game, and finally sending up something to take out these defenses. And the mixers, this one will stay though, and these guys will probably get completely destroyed, although not without destroying a couple of Namor's glaives. There is quite a ton of wreckage here, so whoever can actually retain control of this little area will do pretty well for themselves actually. So yeah, it looks like Namor is going to take advantage of the wreckage field here with his commander, just moving it there, probably going to be building a couple of defenses maybe. Keep an eye on that though. And Namor once again does have the army advantage. We'll see if he throws away his units though. He did do that a couple of times, but then again I kind of did that a couple of times as well, so There you have it. Actually going to be building up Stardust pretty freaking quickly. Level 2 support com. Okay, 2 Carpers, Nanolaves, and Lazarus Device, and Light Particle Beam. So he's actually going to be resurrecting everything. Actually, that does make a little bit more sense, I suppose. The stuff here is pretty cheap, so it basically means it'll resurrect pretty quickly. And here we go. Here come the first couple of warriors for myself. The Zeus is actually still alive. Well, Azius is still alive. I might have actually... Yeah, I did lose one actually. This one's still alive though. Probably going to need something like artillery versus the Stardust though, to say the least. And probably something a bit better to defend my expansions with as well. The commander is, well, is slowly but surely expanding. And at the very least though, these glaives that Nemor is throwing into my base, well, they hopefully should get destroyed. They will be able to do a bit of damage against this mix. In fact, there's actually a very nice little blind spot here for them to take advantage of. They'll all get destroyed anyway, so... except for this guy is going to do a bit of damage, it seems, before he walks straight into the... No, he's not going to walk into the defender's range. Well, there you go. Who to freaking think? My own Conjurer is actually in a bit of trouble there, just sending him off on his own. Not the greatest of ideas with all these freaking glaives wandering around, but... Nemor, his army is once again getting whittled down actually, so I do actually have a slight army advantage once again, also getting the Raider as well just to help spot out. And warriors coming in as well, should be able to turn the tide against this relentless horde of glaives. And yeah, the map is pretty big and very open as well, so warriors aren't as good as they could be. But yeah, as for example, well, used as a deterrent, they should be pretty good, and yeah, for contesting specific spots like this one, they should be pretty good as well actually. So, what am I going to send? Just glaives, it seems. Warriors being on alt build, it seems. Not going to like what they're going to see with the Stardust there. Yeah, I'm going to need a bit more to attack this point. And yeah, they're going to be retreating as a result there, so... Not too surprising, warriors are definitely not assault bots, and in either case, I just probably should just get something that actually outranges these defenses anyway, so... See what happens though. It looks like Nemor's forces are, well, breaking themselves on my defenses, for lack of a better word. And these warriors are slowly but surely plodding their way forward to victory actually. So yeah, slowly but surely getting rid of Nemor's glaives. Is he actually switching over to anything? He's switching over to sharpshooters. So probably just one sharpshooter, hammers, warriors, and glaives of his own. No rockos though. That's kind of surprising actually. Oh, actually I had a very good opportunity to take out this little expansion by Nemor, and no, this warrior isn't a warrior, this glaive is going to spot it maybe, no, yes he is, perfect. The only problem is though is that there are 2 glaives to take out my own glaive, but thankfully Nemor doesn't seem to be paying attention. They're going to walk completely past him, and there we go, this glaive is going to get a couple of free kills there, not too shabby indeed. My own line is going to come up as well, so these 2 glaives did have their shots, but they're not going to be able to do too much at the moment, just going to stand around and get themselves killed. And here we go, here is the first sniper out for Nemor. What the... Okay. Oh, okay, I think it's actually the hammer that did a bit of damage to this glaive. Yeah, and then the sharpshooter will definitely one-shot it. And yep, down he goes. So yeah, so he did actually reveal that he did have a sharpshooter though, so I should have a bit of time to reply to that. Glaives once again trying to run in though, they're not going to do much damage against freaking Stardust and Lotus combined defense as well, so not really sure what the hell I'm doing with them there. Probably just a spot maybe, but even then, what I should be doing is maybe setting up a radar, or maybe even just using a cloaked Gremlin to just to spot ahead for the artillery, but there we go, my glaives seem to be doing a right job spotting as it is, so there we go, we have an artillery position set up, sort of. So 6 hammers should be more than enough actually, and yeah, that's it. I'm not overdoing it basically, just using them to outrange and destroy everything. Nemor's commander being forced to retreat, should be retreating as Zeus as well actually. In any case, down goes the Stardust, exploding rather dramatically there. As for myself, continuing to expand towards the southwest. My opponent, Nemor, I don't know why, but he hasn't expanded at all towards the northeast. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Huh. Indeed. Yeah, I don't know why the hell he isn't expanding actually. I mean, God knows I'm expanding, despite the fact that I've been held back for a bit of a while, and yep, Nemor's sharpshooter basically going down. Nothing too surprising there, and whoa, actually what is very surprising is this warrior. He's actually doing massive amounts of damage making twice cost before dying. Not bad. And wow, those are some pretty deep craters actually. God damn indeed. And yeah, apparently Namor was a stalling. He should be alright now actually. He still hasn't taken his geothermal actually. I had this the entire time. Single Lotus apparently serving as enough deterrent, or maybe, I don't know, maybe Namor just hasn't really thought to try to destroy it, because maybe he doesn't even think it's there. I mean, it is... I don't think the radar would spot it. Maybe, well, and actually I don't think it would, given the fact that it's in a crater like that. I do have a couple of warriors and a hammer to worry about. But yeah, what Rocco's coming in. I think I'm just going to switch over to, yep, just standard Rocco. Oh, Rocco warriors, so no glaives even, so 4 Roccos for every warrior. Yep, looks like I'm not too worried about mobility. In fact, with good reason, it seems. It looks like Namor doesn't have any sharpshooters, so I don't have to rush him with glaives or anything like that. He's going with 3 glaives. Nope, he's just continuing to spam glaives, basically. So actually, I do have a bit to worry about when it comes to mobility. But, well, with enough warriors and such, yeah, I should be alright, I think. Yeah, and I was actually surprised that those caretakers made such deep holes, actually. But, well, there you go. And yeah, massive amounts of reclaim all over the map. In fact, Namor should be taking advantage of that as well, actually, in reclaiming whatever he can that's around here. I believe I have one builder that's actually dedicated to that. No, this guy's building. This guy's reclaiming, or at least he was reclaiming. Sorry about that. Nope, I'm actually just going to be sending him over towards this crater. There's still reclaim to be had, though, around here and around here, so... Not really sure why I'm just bypassing that. I suppose maybe because I just want to take advantage of this point as quickly as possible in case if I lose it, but that doesn't seem to be the case. In fact, my army advantage is several times that of Namor, so he did actually do a great job raiding in the initial game at the start, but he didn't really... well, he didn't expand properly off the back of that, and he just wasn't able to really follow through too well. I mean, a good job expanding towards the center, a very good job there, but he should have expanded towards the northwest or the southeast as well. Ouch. But, well, what can you do? These glaives... Okay, looks like I just sent them to range ahead and take out whatever ticks or whatever they could find, managing to take out one. I think this one... should be out of sight, certainly outside the radar. I don't think these guys... Actually, I think they could have seen them just being over the hill there. So hopefully I'm not going to run into that tick. Still not bad positioning of those ticks, though, by Namor. And he's actually, despite the fact that he's got a massive economic disadvantage, actually transitioning into a plain plant. Plain old plains. So it should be interesting to see how that works out. And I'm actually doing the same thing myself. Great minds think alike, it seems. Just continuing onwards, yeah, changing things up slightly, getting 1 glaive and 1 warrior for every 4 Roccos. Probably should be a bit more careful as well. I should have sent in this warrior a bit sooner as well, just to support these Roccos, but whatever, trying to do whatever I can. This tick, though, it'll be able to make a difference if my stuff is really bunched up and goes over that. But chances are, given how I'm ordering all my stuff around to spread out into lines and such, yeah, I don't think that's too likely. In fact, I think this warrior is probably going to get stunned out by the tick, and that's about it really. We'll see what happens actually. Okay, maybe this Rocco as well, maybe this Rocco too, but that's about it. And oh my god, so freaking close. What is the detection radius? Yeah, just barely. Not getting detected there. Oh well. Namor also revealing the fact that he's got planes out, starting off with a single Phoenix, which has not bombed anything yet, and transitioning to 2 Ravens with no repeat builds. So we'll see how that works out. Maybe he's using the Phoenix to scout, and he probably does not like what he sees, to say the least. Oh, actually, we had another tick detonate there, only taking out 3 glaives though, nothing too fancy, and I think starting out a couple of glaives there, not even the warrior though, it seems. Interesting. Also getting a bit of, not sure what the hell the frame rate's doing there. Probably should, actually I think I've got something running in the background that I forgot to turn off, which I suppose I'll be turning off straight after, and as myself actually going with, okay, that's a bit of an excessive response, but going with craploads of Hawks actually, despite the fact that my opponent's only got a couple of, Bombercraft, and actually never mind, I did actually go for a whole bunch of Ravens before that, so, okay. That's not such... Yeah, probably should have, instead of going for Hawks, I should have just gone with Swifts actually, just because of the fact that they can attack ground units as well. And there we go, got a nice little bad line being drawn up by myself. Too bad we didn't get to see it completely constrict and destroy Nemours base, but there you have it. Interesting little game, and I shall see you all next time.